Okay.
No, death is next.
Horatio is going to cast his sleep.
Do it, Swanee.
The 2 sick guards go down,
Yes!
leaving 1 man alive.
My
one man
amazing
up.
plan is working. Without Krag, we are better, we are more capable, we are more qualified. We don't need a barbarian.
Don't
Jinx it.
Here, I'm just gonna love pat the pseudo Krag.
The
be okay.
3 men who were
It's gonna be okay.
entrapped in grease managed to crawl out of the radius of the spell and stand back up, but that is their total rounds for the action, or actions for the round. The 1 man who is okay leans down next to one of his buddies and begins furiously slapping at him, trying to figure out what's wrong, rousing his friend from one of his friends from slumber, and that'll be all he can do for the round. Alex. You see chaos, everything seems to be going well except that or maybe not except for, but Quigley is down in the mix now. You see that there's 1 guy who's rousing one of his sleeping friends, 3 guys who have just stood up on their feet and look like they're looking for targets with a crossbow. What are you doing?
Where's the one that's reloading the crossbow?
He's now bent over. He was trying to rouse one of his friends from sleep. And you've got 3 other guys who have crossbows in hand if you want to hit.
All right, I'm going after one of the crossbow guys.
Okay.
19 on the die.
Get it.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage.
And this is a person.
Hey, by the way, that'll do, pig.
This is someone who is not aware of you, of your position right now, so it is sneak attack damage. So you get to add 3d6.
3d6.
And
Okay, fire up my dice can. Ew.
9.
5 plus 2 plus 2, 9.
okay, and the weapon damage
9. I don't. What is my crossbow?
should say on the sheet.
Oh, the new one.
So, how far away are they?
It's a d8. So it's a d8 on top of that.
So plus 1d8.
Plus 1d8. This?
No,
No. Where's the 8?
it's this.
This weird one? Yes. Okay.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't realize this, but
6.
the critical threat range for the crossbow is 19 to 20, so you can
So you have to
can
roll to
roll
see if you-
confirm a crit.
Really, it's 19 to 20?
Yeah, I didn't know
Yes.
that. I thought it was only 20, but it is 19 to 20.
What?
Okay, here we
Thanks
go.
to D20 PFSRD,
Nope, I got a 2.
I was able to discern that. But it is an unconfirmed
Those are
critical.
really pretty dice.
So you
you
were
dealt
once again looking up
15.
rules.
on D20
Look at how many
PFSRD.
times we use it, honestly, during,
Yeah, it's
during
very
the show.
invaluable.
15? 15.
15 points of damage. Your crossbow bolt spears this guy through the eye. He just drops, like, instantly.
I don't know how to hold a crossbow. That's the one thing I don't
you
know.
wanted to kill
Cody
him.
Nitchin,
Well, I
this is
believe
for you.
I just make a mental note. Our bounty probably
I
just went
hope
up by
Cody is
1,000.
watching.
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe it did.
I don't
And
think we're
Kyle
supposed
D.
to
Adams
kill
says
anybody.
Alex finally gets to use her crossbow.
I don't think we're supposed to
Damn
kill
straight I do.
She is so proud of herself and has no idea why the party is lamenting, or even that they are lamenting at this point. She's just happy that she killed a man.
Hell yeah.
Um,
kill. I didn't realize I killed him.
You realize we
still
weren't
just,
supposed to kill.
just so excited
threatening us, the
to
crossbow
commit
one.
deaths to people. Modicus, you look, the battle seems to be going swimmingly. One of these guys
Krag would be proud
who
of
is
me.
downed by grease
I don't know, look
gets
what he
up
wrote.
on his feet
Krag?
and then immediately falls back down, bleeding profusely from the face.
I just say to myself, well, it was bound to happen at some point. So, the crossbow guys,
Yes.
logistics-wise, is it technically a full round action for them to load and fire?
No, it's a move action to fire, or
Oh, wait,
to load a
I got
crossbow.
a
So they can
minus
load and
8
fire in the same round.
bolt.
What if they were slowed?
Then they would not be able to do that.
Wouldn't that be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
I believe they're going to be slowed now. Up
Okay.
to 4 creatures, in fact.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
To all of them, Jim. Because I believe there's now only 4 left after that guy just dropped.
Four
that
that are because there's the guy who was just woken by his
Wait till I
friend,
stop talking.
then that guy who woke him up, and then 2 who just stood up. So that's 4 that are active right now. Everybody else
Yes,
is.
I want to put all of them under the effects
Okay.
of slow. You should allow it.
One of them is going to resist the effects of your spell.
That guy is dead.
It is the man who just roused his friend from slumber.
I don't know about that
Everybody
word.
else begins moving much more slow.
Did you kill someone?
No.
Oh.
I slowed them with the spell slow to make them slower.
Well, Luisa Isla de Maria Richardson is proud of me. She goes, great crossbow kill. That's
Sounds
right.
so cool when she says it.
Penelope.
Internalizing my Daryl
For
Dixon.
5 rounds.
Penelope is upset with some man named Marcus with a C. Don't know who that is, so why bother to acknowledge it, right? But I mean, she is mad at this guy called Marcus with a C. No Marcus with a C, not nice. Krag is part of the team.
Oh, it's very true.
Well, he's part of his own
Krag
team in
is
Anderley, Dragons and Things, which
Krag
I believe
is not
airs
part of
never
the team.
on
Look,
the Never Network.
Krag doesn't want to be part of the team.
I know he doesn't want to be
Quigley.
part of the team. He didn't want to be part of the team before.
Yes, I'd like to make a so I can make a perception check as a free action, correct?
So here's the thing. You are currently still in the effect of the spell that is active, so you have to make another
Make a
40.
fortitude save.
That's the first thing.
He's also in the sanctuary, right?
He's in
Yes.
Sanctuary, yes, so nobody can attack him, but he still is subject to the spell's effect.
Yes. 5 plus 6 gives me 11.
+1.
11.
No, that is
Because of
plus my
resistant.
1.
Not quite enough. You begin to feel a sense of illness. You are sickened in the cloud, and you are at -2 to all of your actions.
That guy that helped his buddy up is also sick, if I remember, for one more round, right?
So,
5 seconds.
can I make a quick perception?
No, he-
grab the eggs,
he ran out,
book
so he's
it out
affected
of
for
there.
3.
Make your perception check.
Right, perception check at a -1 now.
-2.
But okay, yes. 7 plus 1 -2.
You do not see
6.
immediately anything. It's the haze, the golden haze around you is making it very difficult, and the sudden illness that you're feeling. You don't see what you're looking for immediately.
Even including the eggs.
You don't. Yes, you are currently
but you know what?
too
It does look-
disoriented to find what you want to find.
It does look very pretty because it's gold. Lyra wanted it to be.
But I can't
It's
do anything
sparkly
else.
gold.
You can get up in the cart if you want.
Yes, I want to get up.
Okay, you get up in the cart. You're looking
Look
around.
around.
You're disoriented, and you don't see what you want, but you are there in the cart.
Yes.
Lyra,
Yep.
you see Quigley disappear into the covered wagon. You see that there is still one man who. Several of the men have begun moving very slowly, and there's one guy who seems more just confused as he watches everything turn to ass around him. His day is getting so terrible. What do you do?
He's had a worse day than
Where
I
is
had.
he? Is he close to Quigley?
No, he's not close to Quigley. He's about 15 feet away from the wagon itself, and then Quigley's inside the wagon. So.
Cody Nitching is also proud of me. He's the one who wanted me to buy the crossbow in the first place. He says he is, and he is proud. Kill all the things. I am.
Yeah, but
am.
Krag says Krag is never coming back. He's
Yeah, I
staying
did
in
say
Anderley
that.
and forming a new group. We're going to go on real adventures and gain the love and admiration of people
Who's this guy?
far and wide. That would be impossible, Krag, because no one loves
is that?
you.
I believe that's one of the people of the Sixers.
Oh, that's a 6er?
Yeah.
that's also- who's that?
That's probably one of our
Yeah.
NPCs.
Awesome.
JimJam, I believe you have a document
I have a
that
tripod in my bed. I can
may
kind of see him.
list who this NPC is.
I can figure out which one is which, but yeah, I think that is Andrew Daniels actually. Who has
I
been
believe
doing
that
all
is
of
Andrew
the-
Daniels, actually.
Oh,
now
That is
that I
Andrew
think.
Daniels who's been doing all of the amazing
Was that one of the
artwork that
artists?
we've been getting
The one
like
that won,
on
yes?
just a daily basis. He's been sending us
cool.
illustrated scenes from the show. It's
Yay,
really
Andrew.
amazing. I know we've gotten to share some of
That's
it.
awesome.
It's
Sorry,
super
we're
good.
killing
He
ya.
actually won our art contest as well. He's
Yeah.
the one who
Yes.
won
Sorry.
the fan art
Shooting
contest.
at you.
So,
I'm
Andrew,
sure we'll
now we're going to
see
kill you for all
more
your
of
hard
them.
work in the show.
Yes, now we've
More
decided that it's
and
time
more
for you
of
to
them.
die. Lyra, what is your
Time
action?
to die.
What if can I use, what does stabilize do?
Stabilize
casting
and
this
save
Nothing.
somebody when they're dead.
Oh, blast. I was hoping that would like stabilize your seasickness. Okay. So I see that he's, damn, I don't know what I want to do. I'm gonna start doing my heart pin so that he can like have more plus.
But that won't help me in
That's
in
not-
other
And then
ways.
it
you
goes-
know that that's
Helps
not.
in attack
Don't
rolls.
stop.
Really? Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm going to for what is the guy doing that is still standing?
He's currently crouched down near one of his friends. It looks you don't know what he's going to do next.
All right, I would like to
Do it.
forbid action.
What action do you want to forbid him to do?
Move.
Move? Okay.
He can't go anywhere.
Nice.
Okay.
Does she have to say words when she does that?
He does.
Don't go anywhere.
It will last for 1 round, and they are forbidden to take that action.
Okay, so then when I do that, I try. Can I? Am I in like hearing range of my friends?
Yeah, they're all.
Okay.
You know where they are.
All right. So like I say, he can't move. Go get the eggs.
In the
I know, but we need. Oh, if I say that. Wait a second.
It's too late. It's already been
You've said it.
You said the words out loud.
And I say it in a gruff voice to change my voice. I'm in the cart.
So, this guy, he cannot move, so he just sits there. Very slowly, several of the guys begin loading their crossbows. The guy who was just roused slowly gets to his feet, and that's all the actions he can take. Everybody else is still pretty much screwed.
Very slow.
Okay.
Horatio is actually going to withhold because he sees things are going well and he wants to make sure that if things stop going well, he still has spells left. That will take us to Alex.
All right, so you said the guys are loading the crossbows?
They're loading their crossbows.
Going for another one,
Actually,
then.
only 2 guys are loading crossbows because one is dead,
I'm gonna pay
and
for
another guy has just gotten to his feet.
Killing people.
Well,
Not my
no one's
turn.
talking to me. 16 plus
It's going to hit.
all right, it's gonna hit.
Yep, that hits.
So it's the 3
D8 plus 3d6 because they still haven't spotted you.
Oh my god.
It's going so high.
6 plus 6 is 12 plus 7.
1921 on the die. Yep. Total.
Which guy was this? One of the guys that were.
Just one of the ones loading up
Sure.
that's really slow. Doesn't matter. You pick.
Yeah, another crossbow bolt through the throat.
How
this
much
guy,
is a human life worth?
Just,
One
just
hit points.
slumps to his knees and then flat on his face.
Nice.
But in gold.
Blood pooling around him.
I'm protecting you guys. That's what I'm doing.
14,000
Markets.
plus, another.
I'm just protecting
I say-
you guys.
10,000.
I say, Alex,
Yeah. How am I doing?
I just wanted to mention to you that if they ever find us, you're just increasing the bounty amount.
I look like a freaking pig, you idiot.
That'll do, pig. And then I look at the slowed ones, and I will cast a level 1 sleep on all of them.
Okay.
All of them. They all go to sleep.
One of them does.
You jerk.
One goes to sleep.
Which one?
The man who had just stood up, he immediately goes down to sleep. There's one guy with a loaded crossbow moving very slowly, looking around in sheer terror, but unable to seem to have total control of his limbs as the magic slows his actions. Top of the next round, Quigley. You are standing in the cart. You are looking around.
Make a fortitude save.
Yes, make a fortitude. No, you're already under the effects of the spell, so it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
all right. I make a perception check to see if I can find not only the eggs, but any other contraband.
Okay. I can tell you this. If you want to stand around and look in the cart, you can do that. If you can spot from where you are, now that you're up in the cart, you've already taken some time, you can see the eggs, you can get them. If you want to start going through other stuff, it's going to take more time. It's up
I
to you
want
whether
to
you
know.
want to.
I want to know if there's any other contraband, because if there is,
I want it.
I'm going to put all of these men in the cart, lock the door, and send it off.
There's no door to the cart. This is just a covered wagon.
Well, I'm going to tie them up and put them in there and send them to Trapsborough.
Okay.
It's going to take a lot of time, I'm assuming.
You have a very lengthy plan here.
No, just if I can see any other contraband items.
Well, make a perception check.
What is it?
I can't see it.
3?
5. That sucks.
You don't see anything. There's really nothing in here that looks
So
like
that
it's...
was my swift action.
Was it now?
I'm allowed to make a perception check, right?
Not if you are specifically searching an area, that takes longer than just glancing around.
All right, I'll let it be then.
You can still move up. You can still take a move action.
Yes.
Well, I want to grab them and leave.
Well, you can grab them, and that'll be where you are.
But I have a move action and a standard action.
Yes. You used
I'm
one
gonna
move action.
grab them.
You used one move action to search the cart. You have
All right,
another
I
move
understand.
action, which is to grab the eggs. Next round, you can go. Look, I tried to give you an easy out, and you said no. I want to stand here
I
and
understand.
look around
I
just in
understand.
case.
I understand.
So you know what?
But
We're
can next
moving on.
time I make another perception check? and then leave.
How long do you want to stand there searching?
Apparently 3 rounds.
Okay, well, if you want to spend your time searching, that's fine, but don't come back at me like I also want to do 7 other things.
All right.
Okay, great. Lyra, what are you doing?
By the way, apparently Krag is having a mini adventure in chat with So Shao.
Oh, yeah?
For those of you that may not know, So Shao is the djinn we have trapped inside of the computer, doing all of the posting for us on all of our social media. So if you are interacting with the Dragons and Stuff account, it's actually run by So Shao, our social media manager djinn. Say hi, I guess, but don't get too attached. So Shao's gonna have to stay in the computer for forever.
All the time.
For forever.
Lyra, it is your turn. Quigley has still not reemerged.
Okay.
He's dead.
People are
We should
dying
leave
down
him.
below you.
Lying down. And they're just kind of sitting there, right? Like nothing's really happening?
Nothing, I mean, it's just chaos of various magical effects below. Everybody seems to
Okay,
be
I'm just gonna
completely-
not do anything.
The power
hang out? Okay.
of the
Because I don't think I
universe.
can do anything at
The man with the crossbow drops his crossbow and begins to very slowly run away.
this point. Very slowly.
Very slowly. He gets right to the tree line, but not through it in his slowed state. Horatio is still withholding. Everybody else is just thoroughly incapacitated, which leads us to Alex's turn. There's one guy, he's fleeing. What do you do?
I'm gonna kill him. It's what I do
You
best. It's what I do best.
I knew you would. I knew
had
I could count on
message.
you for this.
You had message and you could talk to me, buddy. 10 plus
Which you
my...
ignored regardless when I just talked to you last round.
You did.
Like you're criticizing a thing I did
did.
by saying I didn't do it. When I did.
He's just up there going, I have no choice. He
I have
didn't
no
tell me
choice. He
anything.
didn't
I
say
just got, I
anything.
can't,
What could I do?
Or kill
Oh
the
my
town.
Why don't you go ahead and roll your damage there, cutie? Get down, get that guy down, all right?
Jim's proud of me.
Get him, Piglet.
Like, because he knows.
6 plus 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. Yep.
crap.
That is a slow dude who is dead.
Krag is mad at you, Quigley, for arguing with God. Krag refers to Jim as God.
I just want my swift action, my move action, and my standard action.
You got them all.
Active searching is different from just noticing random things. Like actively
understand.
searching, taking the time to actively search an area.
It's the difference between I look left and I'm looking for something.
I understand.
All right.
Charles Pryor thinks I became the new sassafras.
I'll be honest, at this
Hell.
point, I want a team of Sassafras and
Yes.
Horatio Swan. This is,
Well, this is your
there have
chance,
been no
Marcus.
other adventures that
You
have been as
could
successful.
just back away. It's your turn. You could back into the forest and try to find
Yes.
your elf friend.
I messaged Quigley. Quigley, do you see the eggs?
Yes, I have them.
Well then, let's go.
They were, but I have a feeling we're going to pay for that.
Are you taking other action? Any other action?
True.
Nobody else is currently active right now. Everybody's either dead or incapacitated by stuff.
There is no other reason to take actions, so I will withhold
Yeah.
Okay.
and wait for Quigley.
Yeah.
Quigley, it is your turn.
I'm going to make, as a swift action, my perception check
Okay.
to see if there's anything just quickly.
Yes.
Quigley.
Let me put it this way. You're confident, based on the searching you've already done, that quickly, there's nothing here that you're gonna, there's no big box labeled drugs. There's no,
Wait,
like,
do we have an interior to the cart? Tech team, do we have a cart interior, wagon interior, something like that? Is there something to see
But I still want to make my swift
That's
action.
it?
Just-
That's what you
just-
see?
just do it.
Is that all that's there? Because I feel like.
Fine, all right, my swift action doesn't work. I rolled an 8. All right, I run out of there.
Thank goodness.
Get the
you have the
out of
eggs?
the cart. I have the eggs with me,
Okay.
and I run into the forest.
Okay, you run into the forest, north or south side?
I don't know. What does that mean?
It means the north or the
I'm
south
going
side of
away.
the road.
No, I get
From-
that part.
Horatio, so I'm going to the south side.
Okay, you go to the south side of the road, making your way as quickly as you can through the forest.
By the way, Andrew Daniels, when he knew we were fighting him, said he takes out his Thunderstone and wakes all the sleeping guards.
Lyra,
That's funny.
Yes?
it is your action. You saw Quigley burst out of the cart and go running basically towards
going
you
with
through
them.
through the woods.
Oh, he's running towards me?
I say,
He's gotten into the woods
I
at
say,
this point. He's leaving.
grab my stuff before you join me.
I'm grabbing all his things and I'm joining him.
Okay, you grab all his things and get to the bottom of the tree, and that is the end of your action for the
What
round.
things do you grab?
I grab the box.
No, I have the box with me.
I grab the things that he left in the tree.
In the tree.
The
Got
spear,
it.
the fishing net,
Rope.
and the axe.
Yeah.
She probably wouldn't know where the rope was.
No.
But I
no,
got
she
the
wouldn't,
other
Quigley,
stuff.
would she?
No.
I got the other stuff though.
I'm literally just messing with you because I lost all my stuff today.
All the spells are still active, I believe.
Yeah, web's gonna last a really long time.
That's there for a long time.
And sleep is gonna last a
Couple of
pretty
minutes.
darn long time. Slow is the only one that's gonna.
But everybody's dead.
Oh,
Everybody's
good.
dead.
Good.
Everybody's dead who is just slowed.
Yeah.
So at this point, you guys can pretty much move freely because nobody else can do anything for several
There you
minutes. So what is your Horatio? He messages. Let's go then. I think it's time to get out of here.
I think we should throw him off our trail though. Let's go towards Embry.
Well, okay.
Yes. And I say, Lord Marcus, I'm running into the woods. I will find my way back. Meet at the secret place. Don't tell Horatio.
Okay, I'll see you at Mortiforce.
Son of a...
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Horatio.
So I whisper to everybody. I say, let's all meet down the path towards Embry. 5 minutes from now, basically. So reconvene after we've all run that far.
Horatio is good to scatter. Alex, what are you doing? You see guys struggling below you. There are people left alive. They're just currently incapacitated.
No, I'll leave him alone.
You're gonna leave him alone? Okay.
But there's so many kills you could put on your box.
No, it's not about that. It's about how they were threatening us with crossbows.
Krag says Alex killed them all.
Yeah.
Yes, they were threatening us with crossbows after we
I put
ambushed
the
them.
eggs into, it's in a crate.
It's like a trunk. You've got a trunk.
A chest.
I open the chest.
Okay. Inside are 4 eggs.
Right.
Large. They have almost a stony texture to them. They are very dark in color.
I close it.
Okay.
I put it in the box.
Okay.
What are the eggs on?
A pillow. I think.
A pillow?
Pretty sure.
A velvet pillow.
I don't know.
I
Whatever you
want
put
to
them on.
see them. I want to see these beautiful eggs. Show them to me, tech team. Do they exist? What do they look like? I don't know.
You put them in the box.
Where are the eggs?
We can have it in imagination.
There they are.
And
Oh,
I
great job.
take off my disguise.
Okay.
That's not what I pictured.
And I and
Well, they're on a
I
pillow.
just start
They are on a
like
pillow.
walking around in pathways that I know will disperse my path. I walk through streams. I walk through things that will throw people off of my track.
How
Many
long are you
circles.
wandering around?
About an hour and a half.
Okay. So the rest of you, Alex, what are you doing? Marcus said meet towards Embry in like 5 minutes. What
Oh
are you
my
doing?
gosh.
I'm gonna stay put in the trees for a second.
Okay, you stay put. Lyra,
Yeah.
you get down to the bottom, you hear the message come out that you guys are basically going to scatter and meet to the east.
Okay.
Are you doing anything of the
I'm
sort?
going to kind of like hide. Or no, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go a long way to the east.
A long way to the
I'm
east. So
just
you're going
gonna,
to
like,
move
take
away to the east. That's good. That's what I want to hear.
Oh,
Quigley
great.
is traipsing about the forest. Okay, you're there. Everybody has moved away that you know of. Your friends have scattered. You're there. What are you doing?
And is everyone still sticky?
The magic is still active. This is
All right. I'll climb down the tree
Okay.
and start heading towards Embry.
okay. You're going to head towards.
Not going to kill them all.
If I kill them all, you guys are gonna hate me.
We won't know.
We won't know.
Please do
to
not
be
do that.
fair.
No one would know what you've done back
Do
there.
not listen to Krag. He's not even here.
There's so much stuff to loot off of
I said
them,
it.
Lady Alex.
Pretty
How
mad that
many
you're
of them
just a
are
pillow
there?
right now.
I believe there are 4 dead, so at least 7.
And how many are asleep?
No.
They're all
No.
incapacitated.
Don't do that. Just
There were 2
dismiss.
that were
Come on,
sleeping
don't fall
still.
into.
Sorry?
There are 2 that were sleeping still. Everybody else is tangled up in
No.
Marcus's webs.
What to do? I'll run towards Embry. I'll be a good rogue.
Thank you.
Go towards Embry, leaving them
Arguably,
leaving them
that's
alive.
a good rogue.
I'm proud of you.
Leaving them alive. Okay. Those of you who were not Quigley, meet up with Marcus and Horatio some 5-10 minutes later.
I suggest we head towards Embry, and when we come to a game trail, we go off on the game trail and go down it for a ways and then turn back around and head towards. So in other words, not to make our own path, we want to just go down a
Yeah.
pre-existing path.
Okay.
I have a question. How long do our disguises last? Are
I mean, they're like
disguised?
physical, like you are coloring
Okay.
your hair. Like they'll last until basically you take a bath.
Cool.
My
Or
glamour
50
lasts for 50 minutes, right?
50 minutes, so you
Yeah.
still have plenty of time with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can dispel it, right? Or no?
You can actively will it away. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy. I might have to change my idea.
No, don't know.
Well, Quigley, you meet up with me, right?
No.
Not yet.
I say, Quigley, where are you?
We're going back to the secret place.
Yeah,
Go
we're
tell
going.
Horatio.
Yeah, we're going to Mortifor's. Got it.
No, but can he hear you?
Horatio, can you hear me?
Oh yeah. Talk to me. I can hear you.
Yeah, he can hear you. He can hear me.
We're not going to that secret place then. We're going to a different secret place.
Why?
Because
Honestly,
I don't.
This is rather ridiculous.
But you can't talk to me.
Oh, I can.
No,
Yes,
you
the
can't.
messages work. Well, I guess they work. Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you don't want him to talk to you.
I say, Lord Marcus, I don't trust him as we need to get our money up front from this man.
How's he going to get the money up front? He's got to sell him.
I don't trust this man. Make it happen.
Have you ever done this before, Quigley?
No, because I've
Well,
never
I
been
have.
a villain before.
Yes, but I have, and I'm telling you this is how it works.
Well, I don't like this one bit.
Quigley?
So, fan.
I'm
Quigley,
bored.
meet us back at
Jim?
Mortifor's.
I'm bored of listening to them. I'm gonna run back towards the people.
As you begin moving your way back, Horatio,
We're, to be clear, we're now at this point having been walking
Yes.
towards Embry, potentially on a game trail.
Yes.
Now she's turning around and running away.
That is what she's telling you she's doing.
Awesome.
Horatio, hold on now. There's been a lot of misleading and traipsing about the woods. We don't have to do any of this. I think we should head back to Trapsboro, yes. I am prepared for this eventuality to do so very quickly. I understand Quigley is not with us, but if you would all like to go home now, we can do that.
Yes.
Okay, Quigley, we're going to go back to Trapsboro. You should tell him this, Marcus, because I can't talk to him directly.
Yeah.
Let him know that he's going to have to make his own way since he doesn't.
Quigley,
want to deal
since
with
you
us.
don't trust us or trust him,
Yes.
we're going to teleport back immediately and be safe.
Okay,
Teleportation.
You are not going to be safe.
perfect. I'll make my way back.
I won't be able to communicate with you.
If you're so worried about me, then teleport to me.
Well, I want the eggs.
If you're so worried about me, teleport to me.
Could you tell your friend Quigley as well that I had prepared a spell that will allow me to protect the trunk from any divinations that the Sixers may employ in an attempt to find the eggs themselves directly. So if I don't have access to that trunk, they will very likely have the resources to track him magically very quickly and soon, as soon as they realize that they're missing.
Quigley,
Yes.
you're holding in your hands 14,000 gold pieces worth of items.
Scary, isn't it?
Well, it's scary that you have it, yes. Yes, that is in fact the fear. What you have to understand is that those items are definitely magically enchanted to be able to be tracked.
Oh.
So you are going to be tracked, found, and probably killed. Unless you just come over here. Horatio has an enchantment, a spell, that will nullify their ability to track the chest, and then we can leave. And you can hold on to the chest.
All right.
So come over to us.
Find a good hiding spot.
We are down we're down a game trail. Just start walking down towards Embry.
What are your exact coordinates? I'll mark it on the map and use my compass to find you. I'll triangulate your position.
East.
Use my compass to triangulate their position.
Okay. Takes you a minute, but you eventually find and meet back up, and Horatio is standing there, just flabbergasted. Like, that went so well, but this is just ridiculous, really. Can we please get back to safety?
Let's do the thing.
Okay, excellent.
No,
First,
no. Yes, first we must take.
what must we do first?
We have
Please
to get
tell
the
me.
enchantment off the box so they don't know that it's
Well, I can't really take the
enchantment.
enchantment off. You don't understand. He places his hands over the box. He begins casting a spell. His hands glow with a silvery light for a moment. He infuses the box with this magical energy. It's there to temporarily prevent them from tracking this object. Now, can we go?
That's cool.
He stands up. He
Why don't we
unfurls
just
a
leave the
scroll.
box here?
Shh. He unfurls the scroll. Bring it with you. My goodness, man.
No, but I honestly have a question. If they're tracking the box, why don't we take the eggs out of the box and leave the box here so they can't track it to Trapsborough?
Because the eggs are very delicate and they're easier to transform from inside the box.
He's got a really good point.
I just go away for 10 minutes and I will handle this.
I look at Horatio. I say, Horatio, if I had an extra dimensional space and we put it in there, they couldn't track it there.
Well, they're not going to be able to track it anyway. You guys are making a big deal out of a moot point at this point. They can't track it right now. They can't do it. You're identifying a problem that doesn't exist anymore.
I'm
Because I've
cool.
nullified
Let's
it.
teleport. I'm
Let's.
ready.
I'm leaving the box in the wood and putting the eggs in the space.
I don't know
Well,
if
if you're
really
going to do
angry.
that, then here. He pulls out his bag. He opens it up. Put them in here. No. They'll be safe.
No.
I swear, Marcus, deal with this man.
Do not hurt him.
The bag is magical. It will
my
keep
bag.
the eggs safe. Since you don't want to take them in the box, that would also keep them safe.
Can we teleport? Please put those back in the box and hold the box.
I don't like this too.
I don't like
Quigley,
it either. But
leave the eggs alone and let's go.
no, just put the eggs in the box.
Where is Sir Krag when you need him?
You're making an exceptional problem out of things that aren't
Let's
problems.
go
We gotta
before
get
they
out of
get here.
We gotta get out of here.
Where is Alex?
Have you wandered off at this point? Okay. I don't know, and frankly, I don't have time to discuss this.
I
You know what?
Holding the eggs.
Hold the eggs, but hold on very tight, because if you lose them in the interdimensional travel between here and the place we're going, I'm going to hold you personally liable for all of the money. 100% of it. Do you understand? Keep them very close to you, you dumb idiot.
And then
He unfurls the scroll.
Right before he casts, all I say is, Alex, you're saying goodbye to 1,750 gold pieces.
He unfurls the scroll and begins to cast. There is a moment of
Please be
sickening
careful.
disorientation, and suddenly, with no explanation, you're in Trapper. You're in the Mouse and Moth. You're in a room in the Mouse and Moth. One that you're very familiar with.
Let's do our business quickly in this room. I don't have good memories of
Next
it.
point of business is that I have to take those eggs to the buyers. So I'm sure you have 1,000 problems with that.
Yes.
Can we please explain how this can happen so that we can all get paid?
Quigley,
Quigley?
give him the eggs.
Give me an egg.
Sense motive check.
I'll hold them while you roll.
Benjamin Snyder wants to know, is there a poo stain on this floor?
No.
14 plus. It was so close to being a natty 20. You have no idea how close it was.
I'm just gonna pretend to hold an egg.
If it
'cause I
wouldn't
don't
have
want
hit
it
the
to
side,
get given
it was
away.
that.
Who are you selling these to? Because if they're gonna hurt them, I'm not okay with
He's
it.
selling them to the Red Mass mercenaries.
I want one,
You can't have it.
but I don't want you to sell it to a bad guy.
All right, so my sense motive
I
now is
can't.
18.
You get the sense that Horatio is very frustrated. He is very nervous. He is quite unhappy.
Unhappy.
And there is a definite sense of urgency to his tone. Like he needs to get going. You get the sense that he's very antsy.
I'm going to detect magic.
Huh?
Let's detect. I want to open up the box that Quigley has.
What box?
Did you leave he left the box?
I left it.
Oh, well, where are the eggs?
I have
In his
one
hand.
in my
He's
hand.
I
Holding
detect,
one.
I detect
Holding
magic
one.
on the eggs.
The eggs do not appear to be magic.
So I say,
I detect magic on Swanee.
Oh, yes, there's plenty of magic on Swan. In fact, You are aware that he had mentioned he would be casting
Casting
protective
stones,
spells on
yeah.
himself, so yes.
I'm just gonna hold one.
Okay, great. Give him the eggs.
I need to take these. to
Quigley,
Marcus.
he has to sell them.
You
That's how
can't
this
come
works.
because that wasn't part of the deal.
Don't do it, don't do it.
I understand that you have all kinds of conditions, and I've suffered your suspicions, and we went through this with a
How
deal
do
in
I know
place.
you're not just going to skip town?
Because I'm the only person who hasn't broken my side of the deal in any way. So far, you're the only ones who keep giving me trouble with every step that we go forward. We had a deal, you want to change it. We have a deal, you want to break it. We complete the mission, and now you want to hold on to the eggs, and this is
I
ridiculous.
know a way that we can fix this.
Wow,
Give him the
tell me,
eggs.
please.
Marcus.
What are your, I'm sure, ironclad conditions?
Please don't forgive
I'm a
me.
very trustworthy person.
Are you now?
I will hold on to your spell book for you, not letting
Absolutely
him
not.
see-
No,
That's
no,
ridiculous.
Quigley, no.
What a
I'm going to
ridiculous
turn
suggestion.
this contraband items into the Trapsborough guards.
No, I want
I
one.
understand. Squire Quigley, I suggest you give me the eggs. You all watch as Squire Quigley is standing there,
I
furiously
laugh.
upset.
I laugh.
As he begins handing the eggs one by one to Horatio.
I laugh. And then I say, Swanee, just do business with me in the future. I'll handle the transaction from our end in terms of the payment.
holding
Just
them.
meet with
No,
me.
he cast a spell on me, right?
Yeah. And Swanee now has the eggs.
No, I have one.
No, you don't.
You absolutely don't. I have all four of them. I'm going to return tomorrow with your half of the money, and then we can be done with all this. Thank you and good day. He puts the eggs into his bag and leaves the room.
I just keep laughing at him. Dylan Kaiser has pointed out that Lyra keeps moving further and away from me and puts pillows between us. This is how real life works for me too, guys.
Goes right now.
This is how real life works.
I'm sitting on a Krag pillow.
Right. Well, that went highly successfully. I'm very happy about that. Good job, Quigley. Alex is not here.
No.
So where
Let's
is
get
Alex?
to that.
And is she dead?
Alex.
I want to get close to the group.
Okay. At this point, you've noticed that several minutes have passed. The webbing is still there, but several of the people who were otherwise affected by some of the shorter duration spells have begun to recover. They're moving about. You can actually see that some of them are attempting to, a few of them have lit torches and they are burning away sections of the web. It seems like wherever the flame comes close, the web seems to just sort of melt away, almost like snow. And they are slowly making their way bit by bit towards their trapped companions.
Ravstrom says, I have a feeling they will never get paid. Why would you feel that way, Ravstrom? By the way, if you haven't already, just letting you know, you still have a chance to share this episode on Facebook. If you're watching on Twitch, just jump over to our Facebook page really fast, facebook.com/dragons and stuff. Hit the share on the live video, and you will be eligible to win as long as you're in the United States or Canada and your share is public and you use the hashtag dragons and stuff. It's very simple. Hashtag dragons and stuff. And meet those other requirements. The NPCs that you see down there are the Sixers, I believe.
Yeah.
And those Sixers are NPC-mies. In other words, we ask you to submit photos to us, which you can do so on our Facebook page. Once again, facebook.com/dragons and stuff. Send us a message or post it on our wall with the hashtag NPCme, and our Photoshop wizards will find a way to put you in the show one way or the other. These lucky folks, who I believe Jim may have names for.
We've got Lacey Zaradnik. She's
Oh,
in
there's
there.
Lacey.
We talked to her.
Oh,
Yes,
Lacey!
Lacey. Andrew Daniels, as we've already mentioned.
Yay.
And Michael Casevin, who is the small one.
Oh, I want to see
Can't
it.
Small
really
gnome
see it.
for you.
Why is Michael small?
Apparently, he wanted to be a tiefling, and Adam had no idea what that meant, so he made him into a gnome.
Wonderful.
That's awesome.
So,
job.
Alex, you see that several people. Sorry, hold on. I gotta check. How many are active right now? The golden cloud has dissipated at this point. The webs are mostly gone. There are 2 still trapped, and you see. Sure, can't remember how many you killed. Which leaves 5 who are active and trying to get rid of the webbing that's still there.
Okay. Yeah, I lost my chance. Okay. I'm going to sneak towards.
Go ahead.
You sure are. Which way?
Towards Trapsboro, which is
direction
west.
Trapsboro?
It's west.
Okay.
12 plus my, what am I now? 11. 23.
Okay. You managed to.
Really?
I was thrown off by that because I thought Trapsboro was to the east, but Jim said east when I said I wanted to go to Embry, and he
East is
said east.
Embry,
Where's
because I'm going to go that way.
Where is everything?
So
Is Embry on the western side or no?
Embry's over there.
Okay.
Trapsboro's right there.
It's like
Right.
west down.
Okay.
But she would know which way she's traveling.
I guess. Sure. You make your way. Nobody notices your presence, and you make your way safely away. It takes you moving cautiously and carefully around nightfall. You
Okay.
arrive back at Trapsboro. The rest of you are at the Mouse and Moth.
I want to go to, at some point during the day, I want to obviously dispel looking like Johann Mendeleev.
Yeah.
And I want to head to...
People are obviously very surprised to see Johann Mendeleev back in town.
Yes.
No, I dispel it before I go out of the room, and I want to go to the archives to see Penny
Okay.
and talk to Mortifor.
Okay.
In the process of talking to Mortifor and Penny, I want to mention to them our most recent adventure to the Caverns of Drift.
Okay.
And explain to them that we found the aspect of woe, the smoke monster, not from Lost, by the way, and explain that it was seemingly sucking the life force from Drift, but was afraid of us, or definitely understood us and was sentient, and Quigley talked to it and told it to go away, or we would fight it, and it seemed to back away from Krag's hammer, or at least acknowledge Krag's hammer. Just ask him. I mentioned this story, and then I, kind of was like, what do they think of this knowledge?
Well, if
I'd like to be there with him.
if the prophecy is meant to say that you
I'm
will
with you as well.
serve to bring woe's return, then the spirit of woe would likely recognize that bound magic and not wish a confrontation with you, because it would not wish to harm you. It would wish you to be able to complete your end of the prophecy without hindrance. If you are meant to destroy woe, then it is perhaps that it is afraid of you, and it would recognize you as its destroyers, and therefore not wish a confrontation while it was in its weakened state.
So either way could be why it backed away from us.
Yes.
So we're still
Unfortunately,
no
it's not
closer.
conclusive.
We're still no closer to knowing which one we're supposed to be.
Unfortunately, it is not a conclusive event from what
Boy,
I've been describing.
It's like somebody was planning this and just had a whole idea about.
Well, I mean, it's a prophecy, so it was carefully planned, yes.
You jerk.
With 4,
How-
not 5. I don't get it.
How does this whole sucking life force from a god work?
Well, Drift.
What's it attempting to accomplish?
Drift is not a god. Drift is a spirit. Drift is a protector of the river. But
And
not-
she's hot.
Well, yes. But while she is powerful in comparison to mortals such as you and I, she is nothing to a god. Even a fractured god may find that she is easy to overcome, though she does possess enough power that it would be attractive to woe in his weakened state to absorb it or take it, as you have described.
Is
It
that
is
what
not
he's?
surprising to me.
Is that what that aspect would be doing?
As near as I can tell, I don't know specifically, but that seems to be what you're describing is happening.
I explain about the cadavers, and I explain about the dire frogs and the chul.
You will very likely find that while woe is in his fractured state, that whether it is because he is an evil force or because he is simply a misguided and fractured entity, that strange magical occurrences that are dark and foreboding will continue to happen until you have fulfilled your part in the prophecy and ended it.
But why dark? Why wouldn't there, if Woe was potentially a good, benevolent god, then why would these be dark forces unless he was dark to begin with?
I have no good argument other than simply by playing the other side of it for scientific purposes. You would say that a good god, broken and sealed away for millennia, may have gone a bit mad, may have lost whatever essential goodness made him what he was in his time, and that until he is made whole, he will not understand what he is. It becomes more of an elemental force, lashing out at things around him and attempting to gain power because he doesn't understand it.
Would you say he's fractured but whole?
No, I wouldn't say
That's
that.
a South Park game that's coming out, guys, just in case you were wondering.
So, would you say that there are there any
Fractured
other
butthole.
spirits around Trapsboro that he might be attracted to in the same fashion that he was attracted to Drift?
I don't believe so. I believe that Drift is the only local spirit of any power.
Not that, gods are that easy to come by, but are we to expect any help from the current gods?
Well, I've been pondering it. There has been a lot of talk about how many disciples of Woe there are and how many people are in your group. It would seem that some outside influence has placed another force amongst the pieces in the prophecy. You've talked about the spirit that reached out to a member of your group.
Yes.
I have found some
the one
evidence.
that entered Lady Lyra.
I have found some evidence to suggest that perhaps the betrayed fifth priest of Woe, in his final moments, may have been able to seal a much weaker but nonetheless important prophecy of his own. And it is perhaps his influence that draws the fifth to you.
Oh, that might be me, guys. I might be the fifth.
That's pretty clear.
This is great news. I was really worried that I was just left out.
I know, because every time it comes up, you get so defensive.
I get so upset. But that's kind of nice. I'm like a helper.
Or a bringer of death and destruction?
The helper of it.
Do you need help with that scroll that we basically stole from Mendeleev now?
You ever heard of the Scroll of Portalis?
Only in passing, I don't know much of it.
I apparently have my hands on it.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
What have you been able to discern from it?
To be honest, I haven't taken much time to look at it.
Perhaps that's your next step.
Sure, I'll do that.
How is it in that crystal ball of yours?
Well, I'm not actually in the ball, you understand. I'm only speaking to you through it.
What?
It's like a walkie-talkie or a phone
I want one.
or a computer. It's Skype.
Computer?
It's
I don't
Skype.
have this.
So, yes, I
FaceTime.
I say thank you, Multiple. Thank you so much. You've been very helpful.
Have you been able to discover anything else about
The Plinth family
the
estate.
Plinth Manor?
I don't have any other additional information on it now. Most, as I mentioned the first time you asked, most of the records of it were destroyed. It's only mentioned in passing.
So, are we to assume that the aspect of Woe is going to continue hovering around Trapsboro? I mean, it's a big world, but doesn't seem to
Yes,
want to
but
go.
you are in its locality. It is what it knew. It's where it reigned in its time. When Woe was a god, this was his kingdom.
Where would he go? Now that we've kicked him out of Drift's cavern, will he go back?
I don't know. We can attempt to use divinations to locate him more specifically. Maybe devise some way of tracking him magically. He is quite powerful and very likely to be a source of magical power beyond.
Let's do that.
Well, I can put my mind to it. Very likely any spells that I come up with will have to be enacted by those of you on site. I won't be able to affect much from where I am, but
You're asking
Possible.
me to do magic?
No, you won't be doing it. Don't worry.
Oh,
Thank you, Mortifor. We'll talk again soon.
I was
Great.
really enthusiastic.
Also, I don't think Krag's ever going to give you his hammer to put the runes in.
Well, that's fine. It's his choice.
Will he be able to help us in our quest, do you think? If we ever have to
I don't know.
come to blows
that
with...
the prophecy makes no specific mention of the runestones, so I don't believe they're required.
Great music by Sirenscape, by the way.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
This is great.
Awesome. I'm gonna go to Sarge's.
I'm going to go back to Mortifor's and whenever ready, fast forward to when Horatio screws us over.
I'm gonna be with him.
The only thing I would do is all I wanted to get is bottles and vials,
Okay.
and maybe like a carrying case for them.
Oh, I need more rope. That's all I'm getting.
We can resolve those things, I think, another time because we are, unfortunately...
You have to tell me if we get screwed over by this man. You have to. No. Fast forward right now.
Wow.
I'm ready.
We're going to fast forward to who's winning a prize. That's what we're going to do, Quigley. We're going to fast forward to who's winning a prize because, unfortunately, we have reached our time for adventuring tonight. I hope that was an exciting one for you. I particularly enjoyed it. I thought that the party did an amazing job of tying down everybody, then senselessly murdering people. Oops. You know, whatever. But it was cool. The plan worked very well. I'm
So
surprised.
Alex is still missing, though.
No, Alex would get to,
I'm-
at the end of the day, she's going to get back to Trapsville
I'll
and she will be
towards
there.
the end of the town, and then I'll take my disguise off before you start saying that, so I don't look like a freaking pig when I walk into the town. So I know you're gonna call me out on that. I take my disguise off when I start to reach the town.
Cool. So, in terms of who's going to win a prize, all I need from Social is a count on how many of you very intelligent, eager, and awesome fans shared with the hashtag Dragons and Stuff publicly on your Facebook page so that I know. And Social is on it. He's already letting me know that we have 56 shares. 56 of you eligible to win this Pathfinder core rule book. So that leaves us. I think that because Quigley is so frustrated and he hates me so much right now,
I don't hate you.
he should
I
get
hate
to
Horatio.
he should get to go ahead and roll to see who's going to be the winner so that he can feel a little bit better towards
Wait,
the end
can
of
we
the
do
night.
something a little different today?
What do you want to do a little different today?
I want to try. I think Quigley should roll, but I think Alex or Lyra should also get the chance to roll. So what I think should happen is Quigley should roll one side of the D10, and Alex or Lyra should roll the other side of the D10.
Okay. Sure. You guys are gonna have to squeeze in so you can go in the same box though.
Right?
I don't know who is doing
We'll
what.
go in my.
You guys
is it
decide
Lyra
how this
or
is
Alex?
going. You guys
wanna
have
go?
this whole plan
We'll do
laid
that.
out before me, so you tell me.
Take the single numbers.
Single numbers?
Like the single ladies.
With these guys?
Yes.
This?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Right.
All right.
Team Quiglex.
Team
All right,
Quigley.
Team Quigley is
Team
rolling
Quigley.
in.
1, 2, 3. Oh, 70. That's not gonna work.
70 is 14.
1, 2, 3. Oh. 24.
24 is an eligible number. 24, nice in the middle. Nice one in the middle. So Social, if you could go ahead, do your thing, count back, find out who the 24th person to share this half of the episode was. For the rest of you, thank you so much for joining us. We've had such an amazing time playing for you. We love coming here every single week and
Yes.
playing. It is. I think Ben mentioned earlier in the night that this is like the highlight of our week, and that's true.
Yes.
We really like doing this. I mean,
Yes.
we would be playing Pathfinder anyway, so that we get to do it for you guys is just like icing on the cake. It's amazing. It's really a fun experience.
There's some things that you folks at home can do to help us out too, because we are making this show while of course we would be playing by ourselves anyways, but we want to make the show and have it be enjoyable for you and also provide you the ability to win prizes. That is of course thanks to our sponsors, Paizo and Sirenscape, and to d20pfsrd.com.
Yes, thank
so
you.
once again, if you want to just hit any of those people up on their Twitters, or people, I should say companies, up on their Twitters, or go to their websites, paizo.com, sirenscape.com, d20pfsrd.com, and then go to their online gaming store.com, which is just a link away. Just click that. Check out what they have to offer. Maybe buy a little item, maybe just write them a tweet, maybe go to their Facebook page. All of those things help us, or just tell your friends. And that is a huge help to us because we really do just want to make more show and play more adventure.
It takes about, 20 seconds to shoot a tweet out to them and said, "At Paizo, loved watching dragons and stuff tonight. Thanks so much."
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
That's a very good example. Good job, Quigley. But it certainly helps us out, and honestly, it will help you out to have some of this awesome gear. And it's a little bit of a disclaimer here. We would not tell you about this awesome gear if we didn't believe in it and use it ourselves. And quite honestly, Jim goes to that website multiple times a game. That's d20pfsrd.com. Quite honestly, if you search a Pathfinder rule, you will end up on it very easily just by searching on the Googles.
Yes.
So, I believe we have a winner.
Yes.
So shall has informed me indeed. So we have a winner, and tonight it is John Pog.
Yay!
John Pog! John!
Ooh, you got
Victory
the
music. John, you are winning the Pathfinder core rulebook, having everything that you need to play a game of Pathfinder with your friends, whether you want to run it, whether you want to make a character and play in it, everything you need right here in the book. We're going to send that right out to you. All you need to do is message our page, let us know where you live so we can send it out to you, and let us know if you'd like us to sign it. If you do want it signed, it'll probably take us an extra week because we want to wait for Krag to get back so that he can put his John Hancock on there and you get the whole cast.
Herbie Hancock.
Yeah.
It's Herbie Hancock.
Cool. Thanks for that, Marcus. To the rest of you, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking and watching and doing all of those things that I know that you've done and that if you haven't done yet, you'll do now because you love us so very much. We will see you next week. Probably a whole party, right? Everybody's going to be
yes,
here.
Krag.
Everybody-
Food party!
Everybody
where
will
we
be back.
can all get screwed over by Horatio.
Even though plans go so much better without Krag smashing and bashing.
So next week, it'll be all of us. We will be here. We hope you will be here, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Good night, everybody. We'll see
We
you next
miss you,
week.
Krag!
Bye. Bye, Krag. We miss you.
Bye, guys. Good night.
Please come back so Krag. I'm lost without you.
So after all that, it's probably time to go take a good Krag crap, right? So, before you do, why don't you head over to Facebook and like us? I mean, it's easy. It's quick. And then you can go do your business.